All right, today we're going to be doing a Pitmaster pork loin. First thing I want to do is I'm going to tie this pork loin so it gets a nice even round shape, so it's even cooking from this end to this end. I mean, there's lots of ways you could tie this. This just happens the way I do it here. Works good for me. Kind of old school butcher tie here. So we got a nice tie here. We're going to give it a little rub here, end to end, because we're eating the whole thing. Kind of rub it in, and what we're going to do is we're going to let this stand for about 45 minutes to an hour till it starts to kind of sweat, so it looks like it's pooling like a little water on top. And we want to do that because then the spices and our rub will adhere really nice, and it'll get a nice color when you're smoking it. All right, here's our pork loin after 45 minutes to an hour. You can see it's starting to sweat, so all that nice smokehouse rub is going to adhere to the pork loin. Over here in our grill, our smoker grill, we have it set up with charcoal here, and this is our cold side here. So what we call that two-zone smoking process, kind of indirect. Now a pellet grill would work for this, a electric smoker would work for this, but I just happen to be using this one here. I got a little lump charcoal in there and charcoal briquettes. I'm going to put this on the cool side, all right? And I'm going to open this up very carefully. Put a chunk of cherry wood in there. Close the lid. And I'm going to keep my smoker at about 250 degrees. And what I'm going to do is I want to take that pork loin to 135 degrees internal temperature. And we're going to use an instant read thermometer to monitor that. This is a great tool to have in your barbecue and grilling kit. All right, it's been about 45 minutes. We're going to check the temp, again, with a nice instant read. And we're sitting right at 134 to 135, right on the nose. So now this is when I'm going to start taking, again, my barbecue glaze, which is just taking your favorite barbecue sauce and thinning it down with a little apple juice or apple cider, whatever you choose, and just give it a light glaze. You see I'm not glopping it on. Now we're going to close up the lid again. And probably another 15 minutes or so, we're going to check the temp, and it should be right at 145. I'm going to pull it immediately at 145, let it rest for 15 minutes, slice it, and enjoy it. And we're looking mighty fine. She looks at about 145 with our instant read. So we're going to pull that. You can see how our pork loin, that glaze set up. Take it to our plate. We want to target a temperature of 145 degrees, nothing hotter than that, because you'll tend to dry it out. Remember, it's a lean piece of meat. I'm going to cut into this, and we're going to take a look how beautiful this piece of meat is going to be. Look at that. It's beautiful. I'm going to target about a 1/4 inch slice. And then bring that right over to the plate. Again, you can see how nice and juicy that is. And that is a beautiful piece of meat there. Pitmaster pork loin. Done perfectly to 145 degrees internal temperature.